the Goth comedian, everybody. Dresses to the T's and all.
As if this show couldn't get any stranger, here I am. Are you ready? Are you ready for some hardcore comedy? Are you ready for some hardcore comedy? I'm not talking like straight out of Compton. I'm talking like straight out of Transylvania. That's what I'm talking about. That's right. You heard of F the police. I'm F the garlic, okay? I'm against garlic. Seriously. I don't like garlic. I don't like tanning salons. I'm against a lot of things. Tanning salons is the devil's work. I like my women white and pasty. I know you're looking at me, you're like, what? First off, what the hell is that? I understand that. I understand that reaction. I know I look like a truck driver that took the wrong turn in West Hollywood and got raped by drag queens. I understand this. I understand what I look like. That's not what I'm going for. I'm going for the goth look. I love pasty white girls. That's what I like. Really pasty white. My ex-girlfriend, she was so white she was an extra in Schindler's List.
Oh, yeah.
They filmed their scenes in color, folks. That's what I'm talking about when I say white. She looked like she'd been locked in the closet for about 3 years. That's hot!
Oh, yeah.
I went to a party with her, she put her hand on the table like this. 5 guys trying to snort her fingers, okay? That's what I'm talking about when I say white. It's great being here at the Neon Venus Theater. I love this place. I love doing a real show at a real theater. I've done some weird shows. I hosted a vampire convention not too long ago. These people think they're really vampires. I'm serious. I was after the show. This girl's like, "You're really funny." This guy's like, "Oh, can I take your picture?" She's like, "No." I said, "Why not?" She said, "Because I don't show up on film." They gave out garlic condoms. That doesn't even make sense. If you have sex with a vampire, it's like poof, like Blade. They're a pile of dust. And if you meet a girl that's not a vampire, she's down there. She's like, "Do I smell lasagna? What is that? I don't get that." I met this girl at the vampire convention. She was really hot. In the Patricia Arquette sort of way. And she had really messed up teeth, you know what I'm talking about? Like real jacked up, right? Horrible teeth. And she's trying to tell me, she's like, "See that? That's a real fang. I have real fangs. You just don't have a dental plan. You're not a vampire, okay? That's just messed up orthodontics. You're not a real vampire, okay? These are things I get. I did a set at a horror convention 6 months ago. Who was the star? Not Jason, not Freddy, Corey Feldman. These are the gigs I get. Corey Feldman was the scariest thing at the horror convention. There's a bunch of zombies. They're like, "Do you have any questions?" They're like, "Are you Corey Haim or Corey Feldman?" That's the best one. These are the gigs I get. These are the gigs I get. I made the mistake. I was very honored. I was chosen to be at an AIDS benefit. I was very happy to help. I made the mistake of bringing my 2 straight male friends. And it was at Paramount Studios. We're walking around, and my friends were like, "Wow, it's a real sausage fest in here." Yeah, it's an AIDS benefit. They're like, "Well, maybe the chicks are coming later." I'm like, "This is it. There's a couple fag guys over there. See what you can do." And then I got drink tickets, and I love drinking energy drinks and alcohol. Anybody else? Red Bull and Jaeger, Red Bull and vodka, that stuff. I love that. No, you laugh, but trust me, Jen, you haven't been drinking unless you've been drinking. Because usually when you drink, you start nodding off. When you drink energy drinks and alcohol, you're wide awake. You can actually see the urine going down your pants. It's fantastic. You're wide awake when the vomit is projectiling out of your mouth. It's fantastic. But they did not have Red Bull. They did not have Monster. They did not have Rockstar. Nothing I ever heard of. They had a drink called Gay Fuel. So I said, "Why not? I'll have a Gay Fuel and vodka." My friend's like, "You're not going to drink that, are you?" That's Gay Fuel. It's just a drink they call Gay Fuel. It's not like I'm going to pop the top and the fairy flies out. It's just called Gay Fuel. George Michael didn't urinate in the can. It's just called Gay Fuel. It's not like I'm going to drink it and suddenly go, "Rah, rah, ga, ga, ga." It's just called Gay Fuel. Now I know you're looking at me and you're thinking, "Oh, he doesn't look like a stereotypical goth guy." Because I know people think like every goth guy's like real skinny, like Peter Murphy or Marilyn Manson. But you got to go to a goth club. This is not like that. Because first off, no goth guys work out. So you go to a goth club, they're either real skinny or they're chubby. You go to a goth club, it looks like binary code. It's really weird. 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. I just cleared my computer of the virus. It's great. You got to go to a goth club. And it's hard hitting on goth girls. You think it's easy? When the girls lost their will to live, you think that's easy? You go up to these girls at a club, they're just like, it's horrible. But if you can get them on it, well, it's funny because you start talking for a while. They're like, hey, do you want to go out, like, Friday night? Like, well, I was going to slip my wrist, but I guess I could have some coffee before then. See, these are the dates I go on. And you go out with normal girls, it's boring. Sometimes you're just sitting there, there's no connection, there's no conversation. You're both nervous, you don't know what to say. Dating a goth girl, they always got stories. Because they always have scars. They always have scars. So, like, what happened there? Like, well, you've heard the last Marilyn Manson album, how bad it is, haven't you? These are the dates I go on. It's horrible, but it's one of these things. I love pasty white girls. The other thing about going to goth clubs, the corsets. I love that. Women with the corsets, take those breasts and just boom right there. I love that. That's not fair, girls. You can do that. You can just like boom in there. You ever been hypnotized by a breast? Because I have. By two breasts. I'm hypnotized by one breast, but two. You ever walk down the street, see a girl's breast, and you're just like, and you can't move? That's physical comedy, folks. I don't care what you say, but the thing is, try to do physical comedy when you're as heavy as I am. Try it. It's not that easy. But they just take the breasts and just boom. I love that. Yeah. But we don't have that. There's no courses for guys. We can't take our junk and boom right there. We can't do that. You want to talk about some cleavage? That would be great. But we can't do that. But I love it. I'll wait for you to get off the floor, sir. I don't know what's going on. But it's great. I love that I found the goth culture. I wasn't always goth, but I love that I found it because first off, I'm overweight and I'm colorblind. So it's great. Because we're black and black and black. That's all you got to do. It's like, yeah, before it was ridiculous. I have a high school photo of me and my first girlfriend. I'm wearing a green shirt over a red t-shirt with blue parachute pants and white sneakers. And I'm like, how come I never got laid in high school? I think I found the answer. It was horrible, man. My teens, my 20s, it was a horror show. I got to tell you something. I used to have nightmares that I would die a virgin. Oh, that would be the worst. Not that you have to worry about it. I'm just saying, that would be the worst. There's the cool guys going, oh, I remember I had that dream when I was 8. But the thing is, I would be like, Mark, this is the Lord. Come into the light. Come into the light. I haven't been in the dark yet. Send me back, will you? These are the dreams I had. That's when I discovered I have to be a champion at something. I have to do something good with my life. That's when I became a champion masturbator. Let me tell you something. It wasn't easy. I did it incorrectly for the first 3 years I masturbated. Let me tell you. And you're like, well, is there an incorrect way to masturbate? Yes, there is. The first time I did it and it worked, I was laying on my stomach. I was laying on my stomach. You lay on your stomach sometimes. I was thinking about Elvira or something. I don't know what I was thinking about. I kind of grind it like this. And boom! It went off. And I said, okay, nobody told me anything about that. My dad wasn't a help about this. I was like, okay, that's the way you do it. So from age 13 to 16, every night, sometimes twice a night, I would assume the paratrooper position. It'd be like a free fall every night. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. And then I figured, oh, okay, I can do that. That's great too. But I'm good at it. When you talk about masturbation, if masturbation was an Olympic sport, I'd be Michael Phelps. I'm good at it. I'm telling you something. I am good. Because everybody tells, I masturbated to porn last night. Porn? That's easy. Anybody can masturbate to porn. You ever masturbate to a Lifetime movie? That's a challenge. They had one last night, Valerie Bertinelli. Oh man. That was challenging, but I was up for the challenge. Let me tell you something. I actually did not masturbate to a Lifetime movie last night. I actually performed at the Sunset Strip Music Festival, opening for Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson. So I was there. It was Marilyn Manson and Offspring and me. So I got the chance to hang out, Marilyn Manson, Offspring. Very exciting. Except it would have been more exciting if it was 1996, but it was very exciting anyway. Marilyn Manson's getting a little bit of a gut. I don't know if you've seen him lately. A real skinny guy with like a little pooch, you know what I'm talking about? Looks like he's got dysentery. I don't know what's going on with him. It's really weird. But he still put on a good show, and but not as funny as mine. But no, the goth clubs are great though. The goth DJs have even more attitude than the goth girls. You ever try to get a song played in the goth? Excuse me, sir. Could you play maybe some Depeche Mode? Well, that's not really goth, is it? Well, maybe you have the Cure? Of course we have the Cure. Well, maybe you could play like, I don't know, Just Like Heaven. That's late Cure. We only have early Cure. This is the nights out I have. This is what I'm doing when I go on my nights out. But you meet the best girls. I dated a witch. A Wiccan? You gotta do it. You gotta do it. It's hot. Sex on broomsticks? It's hot. You gotta see what they can do with the crystal balls and other types of. Anyway, so hot. And I know you're thinking like Wicked Witch of the West, Wizard of Oz, stuff like that. She had no warts. I looked everywhere. She had no warts. She's a beautiful woman. Oh yeah, no, you gotta be careful. Witches have spells that I never knew about. Like she put this on her ex-boyfriends. Thank you. Impotency spells and irritable bowel spells. So when I broke up, we're still friends to this day because I didn't want me walking around limp with, crap in my pants. Even more than I do now. But anyway, folks, I have one more thing before I go. First off, I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank Leon Davis for coming. And I gotta tell you something, I'm still looking for my dream woman. I'm still looking to fall in love. We had a lot of talk about falling in love tonight. And I remember one time I went to my friend, he was a psychic, and he said, Mark, I'm gonna make you a love candle. We're gonna bring you the woman of your dreams. What you've gotta do is you write down everything that you want in a woman. So I wrote down, heartbeat, breasts, vagina. That was about it. No, I'm kidding though. I love pasty white, all that. Glasses, I love women with glasses because I figured the vision's impaired, so I have a shot. So I wrote that down. So he said, I'm gonna make this candle. So he made this candle. He put all these oils and spices and like Mrs. Dash. I don't know what he put in there. But he said, I want you to burn the piece of paper in the candle. Let the candle burn for 5 days. Once it goes down, the woman of your dreams is going to cross your path. So I burned it. It was like, woof. I saw this whole it was like an explosion. I was like, okay, there's some magic here. This is going to happen. About 2.5 days later, the candle flamed out. It burned out. So I called the guy. I said, the candle burned out. Should I relight it? What should I do? He said, Mark, that means it's not going to happen. So that's great. I can't even get help with the supernatural to get laid. Anyway, folks, you've been a great crowd. Thank you very much. Good night.
Mark White, the comedian. Let's have a big hand for him and everybody.